Minecraft just doesn't feel the same anymore. And it can't just be because people age and their interests change over time. That would be so silly. Gaming just isn't what it used to be. Shut up. Minecraft is the biggest game in the world, and it has been for over a decade. And I think it's pretty safe to say at this point, it will never truly die out simply because of how the game works. It's a sandbox where you can build whatever you want, which has a pretty much infinite amount of replayability. And many people consider it to be a perfect game. But is it? I'm sure by now you've already seen a million videos on why Minecraft doesn't feel the same anymore. And they always seem to make the same 2 points. Because they added too much stuff to the game so it doesn't feel as simple anymore. And because you got older. And nostalgia makes you think things used to be better when they actually weren't. And while those things are partially true, I feel like a lot of the time people are too scared to criticize the actual mechanics of the game. But because I'm not like other YouTubers, I'm different and way better, I'm gonna do just that. This is actually why Minecraft is worse now. But first, are you looking for the ultimate free mobile gaming experience? Well, you're in the right place because this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Now, I know you've heard of it, but did you know there's even more awesome stuff in this game? Here's my top 3 reasons why you need to play Raid. It's super easy to get into. When you first start playing, the game seamlessly guides you through how the game works, which means you can start destroying enemies instantly. Secondly, the character designs are so cool. Like, look at this guy that I got. He looks insane. And third, if you want to have a more relaxing experience, then Raid has auto mode where the game plays itself. But this doesn't mean you're going to win every time though, so you got to make sure you're upgrading your gear enough to defeat your opponents. On top of all this, did you know that Raid Call of the Arbiter is in full swing right now? To celebrate this epic limited series, Raid's adding some of the new characters from the series as champions that you, yes you, can play with in the game. The first one is Artak, a mighty orc warlord. What's cool about Artak is that he's going to be available to everyone for free. All you gotta do is log in for 7 days between now and July 24th. And if you've seen episode 1 of Call of the Arbiter, you'll definitely want this guy. With all this exciting stuff and more coming to Raid, you just gotta be playing it at this point. And if not, then what are you waiting for? It's free. New players can use my special link in the description or scan the QR code right here to get a free starter pack with some insane in-game loot. And come find me under the name MewZe, join my clan, and we can become legends together. Hit my link in the description and I'll see you on the battlefield. Thank you very much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Now, back to your daily scheduled dose of Guy Says Words. Now, before I get into the reasons, I think it's important to mention that I am not a Minecraft player. I don't play this game very often anymore because I don't really like it. I know, that's like an insane thing to say because it's like the perfect game and it's the best. I'm unsubscribing. But it's true. I used to play it all the time. It would be the only thing I played, the only thing I talked about, and my life would revolve around finding new ways to murder my friends. And then a few years after that, it came back a bit. I had a server with friends, I'd still murder them, and it was fun. But around 2 or so years ago, something changed. I no longer felt that same charm and enjoyment while playing, and I started to notice more and more fatal flaws that greatly held the game back. Was this Minecraft's fault, or had I just finally developed my prefrontal cortex? Whatever it was, I couldn't ignore it, and over time the game felt more and more boring. But what were the flaws? Well, I'm gonna tell you if you just be patient for one. Usually, Minecraft has a major update that adds new items and features once a year. So you'd expect that with that huge amount of time and them having so many resources available to create interesting changes, there'd be tons of exciting content added. Let's take a look at the massive changes in the 1.20 update. First up, they added 2 new mobs, a horse with a deformity, and, a big turtle thing that can sniff out seeds. Okay, I'm sure they have some use. Okay, well, what new tools have they added? There's tons of stuff they could do with that. Okay, so there's an archaeology brush. Okay, cherry blossom trees, those are good. I've wanted those for a while. Don't know who wanted bamboo wood, but sure, new blocks are always good. Hanging signs might honestly be my favourite part of the update, I'm not kidding. And armour trims are okay. And that is pretty much everything. While these changes are nice and anything new they add is good in the long run, compared to the amount of content other games add in updates that happen more frequently, it really just feels like nothing. For example, Fortnite. Now, while a lot of people will insist that Fortnite sucks, Minecraft is so much better than Fortnite because, Fortnite has lame dances. Don't look at that. But Fortnite gets seasonal updates every 3 months that add more content to the game than the yearly Minecraft updates. Obviously, it's not really fair to compare the two because they are completely different types of games, but it does make you wonder what the Minecraft dev team are really doing a lot of the time. And I think the main problem and the thing that's holding the game back the most is that they're scared of making Minecraft evolve past what it currently is. All the recent updates pretty clearly show that there's a lot of hesitation from the developers to push the game beyond its current state as a simple sandbox survival experience. They don't want the game to evolve because the game is already hugely successful in its current state, and if they change it, the giga casual audience might lose interest or not understand it. And I can't really blame them for this, considering I am teetering on the line between casual Minecraft player and everyone else. Personally, as someone who is not too big on survival games, I would love to see Minecraft become something new, whether that's experimenting with new genres or completely evolving the survival sandbox genre completely. Add a car, add guns, add this guy. Put this guy in the game. Let him in. Now, considering I already mentioned that Minecraft updates don't have particularly much content compared to others, it would be pretty pointless just saying, oh, just add more blocks, add more tools, add more armor stands. And I also don't want to just repeat myself because I never do that. And I also don't want to just repeat myself because I never do that. The other fatal flaw Minecraft continues to have is while they add new items to the game, they never really seem to revisit and alter the core features of the game to accommodate the new additions. For instance, a very easy example of this is how even after so many items have been added to the game, they have not once just flat out increased the inventory size. And I know most likely not everyone wants this, and it's just a thing that I think will be good for the game. You'd at least think they would have discussed it or experimented with it, but don't worry. In 2020, they announced bundles, which was a new item that allowed you to carry tons more items, and they still haven't added it. While new content is undeniably exciting, people didn't fall in love with Minecraft through its new additions. It was the core mechanics that got people hooked. And a lot of the time, it feels like Minecraft is choosing to ignore the game's classic features. Minecarts and rails have never been updated, even though there is so much cool stuff they could do with them. They haven't added a new boss since the Wither, which means that after beating the 2 bosses in the game gets extremely boring for a lot of people, and they still have not added a battle pass. Since Minecraft came out in 2011, everyone has been begging Mojang to please add a battle pass. F tier. I think even slightly altering some of the core elements of the game could give long-time players a breath of fresh air. Here's an easy one. Feel free to steal this, just pay me through my Ko-Fi in the description. Wooden tools. Why don't you make it so different wood actually affects how it looks? I know that's purely a tiny cosmetic change, but come on, I feel like that's obvious. But hey, if Mojang still doesn't want to change any of the game's core gameplay elements, then there's still stuff they can do to improve player experience, such as, how is there no server browser? How? You'd think servers, one of the biggest parts of Minecraft, would be more readily accessible for everyone. But nope, you still have to use an IP address to join. I know for a lot of people that's just second nature at this point, and you're probably like, oh, MewZe, are you dumb? Are you dumb, MewZe? Are you stupid? Yes. Yes. Put in a server browser. Just put it in, okay? I know you're just an indie company, but I believe in you. The point is, Minecraft is a good game. I'm not going to sit here and say that it isn't, because I might lose subscribers and that would make me sad. And even if they don't change their views on how they go around updating the game, it's not going to die. It is physically too big to die. But for everyone who isn't 8 years old playing on their Switch in their living room, Minecraft is getting boring. And I know there are an infinite amount of mods that can reduce the boredom and give players more options, but if the base game is still boring, it'll infect everything you add to it as well. But hey, if you like Minecraft and you think it's perfect and you love everything about it, good. Don't let what I'm saying make you suddenly dislike something. Being positive is always a much better option. However, Fortnite is just better. Comment Fortnite sweep if you agree that W Knight is better than L Craft. Subscribe for more trendy chit chat and more.